What's up everyone, James Baek here, welcoming you back to another episode of VGC, just battles in general, on the Doubles Battle Spot letter. Of course, this name I have to fix, I know. So, today is May 1st, there will be an update video tomorrow along with the Pokemon I Dare You session, maybe an episode of Singles Road to Rank, or maybe a Wi-Fi battle, along with the VGC episode tomorrow. So a lot of good stuff happening tomorrow, so you do not want to miss out. Now, there was something that I really wanted to do, and it was basically give a name to this, give a title to this series, because I've just been calling it VGC episodes. Kind of dull, but there's a specific reason. I'm gonna go over this quick, because we have a team of Kangaskhan, Clefairy, Arcanine, Milotic, Latios, and Ferrothorn itching to battle, but I do not want to call it a series of Road to Rank, since our goal is not to climb the ladder. It's just to have fun playing VGC. It's not a VGC prep, because I don't really need to prep for VGC. This is just testing some stuff out. And yeah, so a lot of different names you guys can suggest. I'm gonna ask this in my update video tomorrow. But for those of you watching this video today, you guys can have some names ready for tomorrow when I ask for them. One of my viewers, one of my fans actually, I think she was the first fan of my channel when I had like 50 subscribers back in the old days with Kid Chris Uprising. She recommended back-to-back battles, and that's a pun on my name, back-to-back battles. So I kind of like that actually, VGC back-to-back battles. It's not so bad when you think about it, but if you guys can think of a better name, feel free to comment it down below, especially in that update video tomorrow. Let's find two battles and see how we do. Let's get to the point already, right? Alright, our first opponent today will be Edu from Portugal, 1815 rating. We have faced this player so many times on the Battle Spotlight, but he's actually bringing a really big change to his team. We used to see him using Mega Metagross team so many times, I know I have, but we're actually going to see a change. We're going to see Togekiss, Escadrille, Salamence, Volcarona, Scrafty, and Ludicolo. So this team, I'm excited. He's got the double Intimidate option, so you know what? Milotic actually does fantastic in this game. I never realized. Well, I do realize now. I'm going to bring Milotic as a lead. If he wants to bring Intimidate, fine. That's fine with me. I'll just punish him for that. Now, Milotic and Kangaskhan as the lead. I feel like Kangaskhan will support the Milotic well enough, especially against that Ludicolo. Now the question is who I want in the back. Latios does seem decent. I feel like my opponent's gonna have a way to stop Talon. Yeah, Latios looks decent, but it can't hit Escadrille, Ludicolo, or Scrafty. What? Wow, I just realized we have two possible Assault Vest users. So I'm wondering between the Ludicolo and the Scrafty, which one's the Assault Vest. I'm guessing the Ludicolo would have the Assault Vest, and the Scrafty would have a Lumberry. So, actually Latios doesn't seem so bad now that I think about it. Yeah, I'll bring Latios in the back, and I think I'm going to bring Arcanine. I kind of don't want to bring Ferrothorn into this game. It does wall the Ludicolo, however, Escadrille does some damage, Togekiss can carry Fire-type move, we got Salamence and Volcarona. Possible Fire-type moves, we got the Fighting type from Scrafty. I'd probably guess that's physical Salamence, though. And Arcanine can help with Intimidate. The reason I'm not bringing Ferrothorn is just so many threats to the Ferrothorn. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully this will work. I don't know, but I think Milotic's a really a good option for me. Especially since with Icy Wind, Follow Me is useless against my team. So Kangaskhan and Milotic are going to lead. Let's see who my opponent leads. Scrafty Ludicolo maybe? Scrafty Volcarona, that's fine. He's going to give me Intimidate. And now I'm a +2 Milotic with Scald option, so that is fantastic. Competitive is going to activate, and Kangaskhan's attack is going to fall, that's fine. Now, he did not have anything to resist water other than his Ludicolo, which I feel like he's going to bring out. So, and his Scrafty most likely doesn't have Assault Vest, so you know what, I'm just going to go for the Fake Out and Scald onto the Scrafty slot. No point, I'm not. Because Volcarona's not really a threat, what can it do? Quiver Dance, I'm +2 Milotic, Scald will KO. He's going to withdraw Scrafty, great switch. He's not switching on Volcarona, means he's probably going for Protect. Salamence is going to come out. Are you sure about this? It's a +2 Milotic. +4 actually. Let's see. My opponent's probably going to set up Tailwind here. If that's a Tailwind Volcarona, it might not be. I mean, it might not be support Volcarona. It could be the Quiver Dance set. Volcaron's going to protect anyway. That's perfect for me. That's absolutely perfect for me. I get the Fake Out damage, which doesn't do much since I'm intimidated. A lot. And I mean a lot. Yeah, that didn't do anything. But this is a +4 Scald, and +4 should do about half. Wow, that does more than I thought. No burn. But I'm fine with that. I'm going to Scald the Volcarona again, and I'm going to go for the return onto Salamence. Because Milotic is Scarf, it's going to outspeed. He is going to Mega Evolve Salamence. Don't know, I'm at -2. Can I take a... can I knock it out with a return? That's the question. I feel like I can. So Scald's going to connect with the Volcarona. This should pick up the knockout unless it's Sash. No Sash on the Volcarona. That is a... goodbye, Volcarona. But his Salamence is Jolly max speed. It's going to outspeed Milotic. Critical hit! That actually probably mattered because... that, Milotic is bulky, and that's Jolly, so it's probably not doing much damage. But we do knock out the Mega Salamence. We have our Mega. We have a bunch of options that my opponent just doesn't have anymore. So I'm going to bring out the Arcanine. Actually, I want to bring out Latios. It's better. Escadrille is going to come out, and we're going to see my opponent's Escadrille and Scrafty come out. So now my Kangaskhan is completely useless because it's at -3. However, he has no form of speed control within these Pokemon unless... no, there's no speed control. Wondering what kind of Escadrille that is, though. I'm going to protect Latios and switch out to Arcanine, because I do get the Intimidate off onto these physical attackers, which is absolutely fantastic. So this should be really good. Intimidate's going to affect both my opponent's Pokemon, and Milotic is just doing work in these couple of videos. Like, I never really liked competitive Milotic until I tried Scarf, and it's doing work. Latios is going to protect. I'm going to guess he's going to go for the Fake Out and maybe Swords Dance. Oh, we're going to see the Iron Head into Latios and the knockoff into Latios. So he's double targeting. He knew that, he just knew it was a threat. So Iron Head, interesting. I could go for the Tailwind, but there's no point. I think I outspeed unless it's Jolly, and Jolly shouldn't knock out. So a Choice Bandit close combat. I feel like Draco Meteor will KO. I'm just going to go for the double attack into Scrafty. Draco Meteor is going to connect with Scrafty. The reason I didn't attack Escadrille because Escadrille most likely has Protect unless it's Scarf, which it isn't because I outspeed. Yeah, it's not Assault Vest Scrafty because it wouldn't have taken that as poorly as it did. Flare Blitz is going to connect with the Scrafty. That's going to pick up the knockout. Really nice. Scrafty with the Assault Vest, I'm going to guess has Protect or maybe no Protect. It probably had the Lumberry, like I assume. We're going to see the Earthquake come out from Escadrille. It's Mold Breaker, so it does negate my Levitate from Latios, but it's not going to knock out my Pokemon. And now Psychic plus Earthquake will win me the game because I do outspeed. So, I feel like I just had really big control. My opponent had no way to deal with Milotic, which is fantastic. Well, he did. He had Ludicolo, but he decided not to bring it. Strange choice, but I am fine with that. I guess since my team was physically oriented. The Flare Blitz is going to connect with the Escadrille, and this will be the game. So, really short game, but I feel like, again, I just knew what would happen. I knew the Volcarona was most likely going to protect or switch out. Arcanine's going to faint from the recoil there. But I pretty much knew what was going to happen. I mean, even if he didn't switch out Scrafty, I feel like a Scald would have done a lot. It would probably have done as much as that Draco Meteor, or maybe even more possible. And my opponent's actually going to disconnect there. But I still get the win anyway. So I feel like I had that game. That's Scald, and the fact that I knew he would probably lead some kind of form of Intimidate just to lower my Kangaskhan, since Kangaskhan was kind of a big threat. However, just if you're able to set up right, it's just amazing how Kangaskhan can work. Anyway, we are going to find a second battle and see how we do. Okay, our second opponent today will be Marcia. I think that's how you pronounce it, from Canada. Good luck to you two. 1631. We got a interesting team. We see some underrated Pokemon. We got Milotic, who we've seen on this team is pretty fantastic. Scizor, Hydreigon, Meowstic, Sylveon, and Gallade. So, this is going to be an annoying team to deal with. The reason is specifically that Gallade, because Mega Gallade, it's a underrated Mega. I feel like it has decent potential. I don't think it's the best Mega though, just because of its frail defense. It's got really good special defense of base 115 though. But its HP stats just not the best to back it up. So we're most likely seeing bulky Milotic. It's very rare to see like a Scarf like the one I'm using. But I like the Scarf because it just gives me so many more options. Scizor, I'd probably get Sword Dance. It could be a secondary Mega. The Sylveon's going to be an annoying Pokemon to deal with. I feel like Arcanine's a great Pokemon here. Just that it's just the Milotic that's preventing me from bringing it right away. So I think I want to keep it in the back. Now, who do I want to lead? That's always the question. Do I want to bring Milotic in this game? He has no Intimidate, so I'm kind of leaning away towards that. Kangaskhan and Ferrothorn might not be a bad lead. Or maybe Kangaskhan Clefairy. That would actually be a pretty decent lead against my opponent's team. You know what? I'm going to go with it. Kangaskhan Clefairy, why not? Latios in the back and Arcanine. I was thinking of bringing Ferrothorn, but he's got the Gallade. Could be Superpower on Scizor, I doubt it, and Fire-type move from Hydreigon. Unless that's like Life Orb or Power, no Fire move. Which I would probably feel stupid for. But every team probably does have at least one Fire-type move. It's pretty much necessary to at least have one Fire-type move for the coverage it gets against Steel types. Kangaskhan and Clefairy are going to lead against my opponents. Meowstic and Gallade. Okay, this is going to be interesting. So he's probably not going to want to Mega Evolve Gallade. Because if you want to Mega Evolve Gallade... Because Mega Gallade is usually frail, so it doesn't usually take a return. I think a return actually knocks it out. So I'm going to Power Punch his Meowstic, and I think I want to Follow Me here. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Follow Me. There's also chances Meowstic can go for Fake Out, and that's really scary. But he could also go for the Quick Guard for an apparent reason. But I feel like Gallade's going to Protect. If it doesn't, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Unless the Meowstic goes for Fake Out. And that's really something scary. So we'll see what my opponent decides to go for. He probably may... Yeah, Gallade's going to Protect. I'm going to guess the Safeguard or the Thunder Wave is going to come out from this Meowstic. Quick Guard! That's interesting. Why would you Protect and Quick Guard? It makes no sense. Unless he expected the Fake Out onto Meowstic, but he could have went for the Close Combat for the Knockout. And Gallade has the ability, it has the ability Inner Focus, so it can't get flinched by Fake Out. So, really no point of that. I'm just going to get a +2 straight off the bat. And I am ready to sweep. It's a Kangaskhan. We all know what Kangaskhan does. It sets up with Power Punch and sweeps. We're going to go for another Follow Me. We do not want like a Charm from this Meowstic to screw up with my Kangaskhan. And plus, Gallade does have a base... Well, Mega Gallade has a base speed of 110. It's able to outspeed my Kangaskhan now. Unless this is like Adamant or something. He might also switch out Gallade. Yep, he's going to switch out Gallade. But nothing really wants to take a +2 return. Scizor, you still don't want to take a +2 return. So we're going to go for the Follow Me. Wondering what this Meowstic's going to go for. Swagger, maybe? Thunder Wave? Safeguard? It's just going to go for the Charm, and that's fantastic. That is absolutely great for me. I'm going to get this return off onto Scizor. Shouldn't do much, but it's a decent amount. Yeah, it's a decent amount. So, the threat now is Scizor. Meowstic's not really playing much of a role. I kind of want to Power Punch Scizor and Protect Clefairy. Because even if he charms Kangaskhan, I get the Power Punch, probably knocks out the Scizor, and I'm at +2. He could also go for Quick Guard with Meowstic. It's kind of what I'm thinking he's going to do, or set up Safeguard. So I'm just going to go for this play. I feel like it's a safe play. I do not want Clefairy to go down, because Clefairy is the best way to deal with that Mega Gallade with Redirection. So Clefairy is going to Protect. Let's see what the Meowstic goes for. Quick Guard or Charm? He's going to go for the Bullet Punch. Wow, Meowstic actually... It might have an attacking move. Power Punch is going to knock out the Scizor. Excellent. As I'm a +3 Kangaskhan, let's see Meowstic go for a Psychic type move. Probably Psychic. Oh, sorry. Shock into the Clefairy. Excellent. I just avoided losing my Clefairy. That was my win condition, basically. Now my opponent's probably going to be bringing out his last Pokemon. If he brings out... Oh, he's going to bring out Gallade. Fine by me still. Okay, Gallade's probably going to protect. I'm going to go for the return onto Meowstic. Get rid of any prankster shenanigans so I don't really have to worry about it in the future. And I also have Intimidate in the back. So I can bring out the Intimidate. And once he's stuck, he cannot switch out when he has 2 Pokemon left. So I'm free to Intimidate. He's going to go for that Quick Guard as anticipated. Preventing the Sucker Punch, which I didn't go for since I can go for Follow Me, preventing close combats coming from that Gallade. There's the close combat. It's going to target Clefairy. That actually did a decent amount, I guess. But then again, my Clefairy is not like the normal bold Clefairy you usually see. The return's going to knock out the Meowstic at +3. Let's see if it's Rocky Helmet or not. No Rocky Helmet. Could have been Metal, could have been Citrus Berry, but those factors didn't really matter in this battle. Milotic's gonna come out, and I feel like once I knock out Milotic, it's game. He's probably gonna protect Gallade here, and really I just want to get rid of this Milotic as soon as possible. And I can Sucker Punch the Gallade. He's gonna forfeit here, realizing he cannot win in the state he is. So we are going to pick up a double win. Really short battles today, but I feel like it just shows how dominant. Wow, my opponent's just disconnecting after losing. But I feel like I was just being able to play dominant. I mean, I know how Mega Gallade teams work. I did use something similar actually to that on the series before when it was like back a while ago where I didn't have the layout and anything. I was using Mega Gallade on the Sniper Kingdra team with Rain, Meowstic, and Gallade, and I just knew how to play that because I have played it myself before. I was set up to Safeguard turn 1, Protect, Swagger next turn. Surprisingly, my opponent didn't reveal Swagger. We saw Psyshock, Quick Guard, and Quick Guard, and something else. What was the move? Charm, yeah, Charm. And so most likely my opponent didn't have a good 4th move. Probably Safeguard, I would assume. And I guess it makes sense since he didn't have Swagger, so he didn't set up. But yeah, I think we just played dominant. Especially in the first battle, the Skull Milotic was just able to overwhelm my opponent. And in the second battle, just able to sweep Kangaskhan while Clefairy with redirection. So, really goes to show how powerful these combinations can be. Hope you guys enjoyed this VGC episode. If you guys always did, please be sure to leave a like. Always supports the series. Check out my other videos. Check out that update video. And be sure to submit your ideas for names for this series. Because, really, who wants to call a VGC episode? I don't. So, anyway, see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a good day. Later, guys.